Hi everyone, welcome to today's lesson. I am your teacher, Mrs. Twala, and I will be teaching you Natural Science Grade 7. I'm so excited because I will be teaching you one of my favorite topics in natural science. But just before we go into the lesson, I want to make sure that most of you are ready. You can show me that you're ready with a thumbs up, or you can type ready in the chat box and we can go right into the lesson. Okay, I see most of you are saying you're ready. I see thumbs up. Great, great, great. So let's just get into the lesson. So in today's lesson, I will be teaching you about the biosphere. And in this lesson, you will specifically learn what the word biosphere mean, what is it all about, and be able to explain it to your peers, to your parents, or anyone that you come across. And also, you will be able to know different examples of the biosphere, be able to even come up with your own examples that you can think of. But before we go into the full lesson, let's just talk about the word sphere from our word for the day, biosphere. What does the word sphere mean? If you know that, just comment it in the chat box, or you can even message me privately. I'm okay with that. I just want to know your understanding so that we can build up on that, or so that we can help each other. Oh, I see somebody saying that the sphere means a circle, a round shape. Great, great. You guys are so good. So the sphere means a round shape. For example, a ball, an orange, great. And most importantly, the earth. That is what we'll be focusing on because it's natural science. It has to do with what's happening on earth. Another word that I want us to think about and discuss is the word bio, from the word biosphere. What does that mean? Bio. Okay, I see in the chat box people are saying is life. It has to do with life. Great, great. So the word bio means life, just like biology. Biology generally means the study of life. So the word bio means life. So when we combine the word bio and the sphere, we come up with a definition that says biosphere is a place where life exists on Earth, guys. So it's all about the different parts that work together to support life, how the ground interacts with the trees and all that we see around us so that we can have oxygen to breathe, food to eat, a place to sleep, and a shelter or a shade, to protect ourselves from heat. And before we continue, I just want us to look at a couple of examples. And number one is this picture of the ocean. The ocean is one of the examples of the biosphere we can think of because it contains different organisms and living and non-living organisms, And another one is the ground you see there. We see the mountains, we see the plains, and we also see the sky. Well, this place is considered a biosphere because life exists here, and different parts from living to non-living interact to support life. So I want us now to zoom in from the big spaces I've just shown you and go deep down, because the biosphere does not only refer to just the big areas that we can see around us, but even a small place, a specific area, or a small part of the earth can be a biosphere, because the biosphere refers to the organisms and the environment in which they live in. For example, let's go back to the ocean. The ocean, when you look at it, you can think of all wide range of living organisms there and how they interact with the non-living. But let's zoom in to the sea plant. The sea plant is an example of a biosphere because it provides oxygen, it also provides food and shelter for some of the fish and different organisms that depend on that sea plant. So that sea plant specifically, it is referred to as a biosphere. You can think of also your dog at home. Some of the dogs that we see around, you'll find some bugs on them. That's because a dog is now a biosphere or a home to that specific organism that is attached to it. Why? Because it's able to get food and nutrients from that by sucking its blood. Now, just to see if you guys can give me your own examples and if you guys understood, let's look at this picture here. Do you think life exists? When you look at that, if you think so, what life exists there? You can just write that in the chat box. I just want to see. And if you want to also share with the whole class, just show me with a thumbs up or raise your hand, and then I will just enable your you to be able to share with the class as well. Okay, great. I see most people are talking about plants, that they need the ground. Yes, plants depend on the ground for nutrients and, you know, for water and all that. Great. Okay, the frogs, yes. Great, you guys are giving such great examples. All right. Yeah, I think you guys are now ready for the activity that I've prepared for you. So we can break down into small groups so that you can work in those activities and submit them to me. And I will just check if you all understood, if you're ready for the next one, or I can even help some of you who may need my help. All right, I will see you again on the next lesson. Happy writing, happy explaining to each other.